Once again, I love doing this with clients and companies, saying, give me a one sentence definition of zero trust. And so many people can't do it. Well, if you can't define what something is, how are you going to be able to solve it? So
Correct.
to me, zero trust is how do we go in and isolate all of our components so if one component gets compromised, it can't impact any of the other components. I just ask you, both of you, and I ask our listeners, how many apps do you have on your phone that have access to your location or access to your microphone or camera or pictures that you haven't used in 45 days? Just sitting there representing a risk to you that if you just deleted them off your device, you could greatly reduce the attack vector and greatly reduce the attack surface on your system. So to me, the first step in zero trust is let's reduce the attack surface. Let's go in and start deleting apps that we're not using. Now, all of a sudden, our zero trust becomes a lot easier because now we've reduced the attack surface and making it much harder or much difficult for somebody to actually get access to it. What if I go in and the two apps right now that create the greatest point of exposure is email and web browsers? Those are pretty much the two ways. If your phone is going to get targeted, your smartphone is going to get targeted. It's going to be because somebody sends a link that has embedded code, or they send an attachment that has malware embedded in it, and yet you clicking it is one step to compromise your system and reduce that attack surface. Now, all of a sudden, if we click on a link and we get compromised, it's contained and controlled, and it can't spread anywhere else in the organization. So we're not allowing free apps anymore because free is not free. So what if we do a complete paradigm shift of how we think, act, and control our smartphones, and we actually go in and change the entire paradigm where the users no longer are able to go in and just download free apps, infect our system, and cause compromises, and we're now containing and controlling it. How does an attacker break in to a database and able to download 50 million records when those records are supposedly encrypted? If encryption was done correctly and a user breaks into a database, they should get one record, not 50 million. They have to get authenticated with two-factor authentication, which the attacker doesn't have. And now we're going in and doing true zero trust because now if our database gets compromised, they can't get the keys, they can't get the data, and they can't exfiltrate 50 million records.